Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back into another Reverse 1999 video. I know it's been a while. I had to take a mental break from doing content on this game because I felt like the day-to-day grind and stuff was getting a little bit dry. But today we're going to do a full clear of Limbo. The first couple of stages, we're going to knock it out on auto mode just because it's very easy with the teams and stuff that we have. But then we'll go ahead and start knocking out the rest of it. But really, this video, I just wanted to chat with you guys about the current kind of state of the game and where we're going in the future, and touch on a few subjects, I guess, that I've brought up in the past that we've explored, we've talked about, and kind of disagreed or agreed on certain things. And first and foremost, man, this 1.9 reveal and release and stuff like that on the CN server, um, where do I start? One, phenomenal. Like, everything about it looks amazing. It kind of ignited a spark back into me, um, for the game. I was not losing interest per se, but I felt like the game was a tad dry, in points of just day to day playing it. Of course, all the events and stuff like that are very entertaining when they come out. The lore and everything has been really great. As 1.4 was a little bland. I feel like it was more like of a. It definitely was like more of like a filler standpoint in for the main story, and the characters, Spathadia, being the main character of it, didn't feel like the main character. Desert Flannel kind of like took the spotlight, in my opinion, and Ezra, what a phenomenal character in the story as well. Being a human and not an arcanist, and just the trials and tribulations that he had to go through during the story. Not like it was crazy, like Kalabana and Shamaine and stuff like that. Man, they went through some shit. But yeah, I'm very excited about 1.9. One of the things that kind of stands out to me, that I feel like Blue Pac is doing in rotation of these events, is that we get a really solid continuation of the story, and it's just phenomenal. And they leave it on such a cliffhanger for us that it entices people to wait, and that's something that they do very well. The problem with this is that it doesn't draw new attention to the game, which is, I know this is more of like a niche game. It's not going to ever be like a huge mainstream game unless they completely change up the way the day-to-day plays, because it just doesn't allow for as much time to get on this game and actively get into it per se, like other games that have exploration and world exploration and stuff like that. You really get to enjoy and get into the game and have a full experience with it. Whereas here, it's a lot of like just auto battles because we've already cleared stages, or just reattempting raid bosses and stuff like that. But with 1.9, I think that they're starting to go in a direction of attempting to bring in more of an audience, with two things specifically. One, they are going down more of like the waifu path, which I think this game kind of teased in the beginning of it, that it wanted to be something like that. And then it tried something different with all these like unique characters and stuff like that, where we had like TTT, we had the rocking horse. I forgot his name right now. We had Apple. Man, I'm just trying to think of these off the top of my head, and they just veered away from me. Jessica was another good one. Pickles was another good one. Even if these characters didn't like inherently do well, they were trying to do something different, and I feel like they veered off completely after 1.5, which we're getting in a couple of days. I think in like less than 2 weeks at this point. After that, we kind of got just very humanistic characters up until Lucy, which she's still a humanistic character by default because of her design. Obviously, she's like a humanoid android, but yeah, if they bring something like that back but do it right with a character that people would want to pull on, I think it would draw more attention back into the game for appearance of characters. And I think they're already doing that with the full like female cast after I think after 1.5 we don't get another male character in the banners. Yeah, because it's Jew, Gaetion, um, Marcus Isolde, Winsong Via, and then Lucy, Semmelweis. I forgot the other two names. I apologize, but yeah, two other females as well, which I'm okay with. I like all of their designs. Their kits and everything look pretty cool. But here's the problem, and this is not in regards to the character, but here's a problem that I have with 1.9, specifically starting with 1.5, is a lot of people were combating the idea that I was saying that we were going to continue to get a power creep every other banner and or every other event, and that is precisely what has happened. 100%, like I was saying, they're going to go in a direction to where their appeal is going to be more powerful characters for the spenders so they can upkeep that income, which is fine. This game needs to have a decent income to continue to develop and stuff like that. But it's very blatant, I would say, from Jiu to Winsong. Now, granted, they both have different ways to ramp up or different ways to output this damage to be considered like power creep, I guess you could say. Excuse me. As for Jiu, she's very sustainable. So I'm not saying that she just has been power crept out of existence, because that's not true. But inherent damage, like the ability to output the highest amount of damage or like the biggest numbers on the screen, has definitely gone in the direction of every other banner. The new character that's coming out is getting this kind of luxury of being stronger and stronger and stronger. The good thing, though, is that you are required certain teams to make these happen. And not only the certain teams, you do have to take these characters into specific content that allows them to pop off in that regards. So is this a problem? I would say for like a short-term ideology for like free-to-play or even light spenders, it's a little unsettling, because we have a great character that's coming out in 2 weeks that for the longest time it was just, oh, hold everything, don't summon any characters, wait for her, max her out to 5, or if you're free to play, at least get, you know, the 200 summons in to get the free copy of her and stuff like that to guarantee yourself a P1. Right after that, we're going into a pretty cool, I would say, like Isolde was one of the unique comp kind of characters that I was very excited to see whenever she was released, but she kind of fell behind the damage. Like, she didn't keep up with the damage that had previously come before, and there wasn't a lot of content from what I've seen. Now, I could be completely wrong on this. This is just me doing the research on checking out the CN server and kind of reading up on it and watching up on it and stuff like that. Obviously, we haven't got to physically put our hands on and experience it ourselves, but there is a possibility that, you know, maybe people just haven't utilized her to the maximum potential, and they're just going based off of like what 1 or 2 people have said that have done testing, which is great, because most of the time in games, there is a lot of players, or not a lot of players, but there's like unique players that have this kind of mindset and ability to go in and pick apart the stats and percentages and damage and everything of the characters and stuff like that, to put it in regards to where they know the optimal damage, the optimal PsyQ. And with this kind of game is very easy, because there's not a lot of like armor that we have to equip. The resonance system is pretty easy to kind of understand if you're going for like a crit build or like a flat out damage build. Really, the only two, you pick one or the other. If the character, the team that you're using benefits crit, if the team that you're using benefits damage, then you would choose between those two, and it's kind of inherent that you're going to stick with that. Now, as for like the psi cubes and stuff, I think there's a couple different ways that characters can utilize different psi cubes in regards to that. So all of that being said, I started rambling. All that being said is Isolde, I think she got an unfortunate position with like the event that she came out in, and that burn damage it works well in certain scenarios, but then it just falls off when you just have like flat big damage numbers, because a lot of times when you look at how good a character is, it's how much damage can they output as fast as possible. Because we're racing against rounds, I would say you're trying to clear in faster round turns rather than just, ramping up to do one big piece of damage. That's the way I look at it. If we're looking at like a competitive standpoint between all the characters, the damage, the teams, the best viability and everything, is that this team that this team that I've created, with this carry, how fast can I clear this stage? Or I guess in raids, how high of number can I get within those 20 turns? So there's two different situations. I guess I'm mistaken. Yeah, I guess there is two different situations because of raids. So the characters get used in different ways. One is, like, for example, Windsong. I think that she performs very well in raids because it does take a couple of turns and a couple of, incantations, quirkery, and stuff like that to set her up to kind of do that big girl damage that she's able to do with just casting every single card. Her techniques, really. Whereas if you are in a situation like this, you're doing Limbo, you're not really trying to push past turn, 12, because you want to get the full bonus from that. So your goal is to clear this before 12 turns. Now, some characters, like, for example, Calavana or Melania, they have a decent ramp within a couple of turns. Same thing with Ju. She has very consistent damage within a couple of turns. The problem with like burn comps and poison comps and stuff like that is that it takes setup. Same thing with like Windsong, it takes a setup to really get them going. And I feel like after Isolde came out, sorry, I lost my train of thought. After Isolde came out, they completely shied away from dot comps. I feel like the comps that have come out after that, they're more focused on just ramping up within like 2-3 turns, one or two ultimates, rather than like a longevity kind of fight. Where I think if the way that these dot comps works, like if there's ever like a Psycube that comes out, or a character that comes out that allows the like stacks of poison or stacks of burn and stuff like that to have a much higher threshold in regards to the damage that it's allowed to output and the amount of stacks that you're allowed to get with those within like a period of like keeping them on. Like if there's a character that can like refresh the stacks or something like that, or add more or duplicate them, I think that that would put them back in the light of being able to contest in all different content for like higher damage and everything. Unfortunately, right now with those comps, it's just impossible for them to even perform on the same level. So it's kind of sad to see that, because at the beginning when Jessica was released, I was like, damn, this is such a cool concept for a character in a game like this, where we have Sotheby and we have Kanjira and we have other characters that can kind of benefit the way that she works. I guess it's just those two that do the poison as well. But like pairing them with Ann Lee or pairing them with Bicorn Bloom and stuff like that, it optimizes the output, it optimizes the survivability of the way that they work. So I thought that was a pretty cool concept, and she worked very well for the earlier content in the game, but she kind of just started falling off in regards to outputting that high amount of damage. Now, don't get me wrong, Jessica is still phenomenal when it comes to doing Limbo stuff. Like last week, she was wiping the floor, and I think I have her at P2, or no, I have her at P0 actually on this account, and she was still able to perform optimally at any of the stages that we were going through. It was like no problem at all getting through them. But now what I'm seeing is that like the raids and everything like that, they don't give her a chance to shine. And now we haven't had a raid that allowed her to shine yet. Let me rephrase that. So it seems like they're just going in a different direction. But yeah, back on topic with 1.9. I'm sorry, I was yapping about all that stuff. It was just thoughts in my head. I needed to get them out to continue my thought process on what I wanted to say. In regards to the power creep, if they continue this and every other banner or every other event that comes out, we're getting someone that just completely power creeps. I hope that those in between banners are utilized in a way to bring out a support or a like debuffer or sub DPS that starts bringing back the relevancy of all of our older characters, because I don't want to be in a point with every gotcha game I feel like that I've gotten into, and I'm a big collector. I don't usually go wailing out of my way to like max out characters and stuff like that, because I feel like it just takes the fun out of the game. If you have a maxed out character and you're just able to auto battle the hardest content just because your characters are good, like it doesn't show skill in regards to that. If I could restart all over again with this account, which I'm not going to, but if I could, I would probably keep everyone at P0. Even if I got a copy of them, I would just keep them there for like the fun factor of the game. That way I could have a challenge on these harder difficulties, because even some of these characters I have like 1 or 2 copies of them, I feel like they're just too strong for the content already. Like I don't struggle with it anymore. Regardless, we are, months into the game. Obviously, I have built characters, I have built side cubes, their resonance and everything, and I haven't pushed them past 10. I feel like that's the point I'm going to go. If I go any more, they're just going to get too powerful. It's not going to be fun anymore. But that's kind of what I'm worried about in regards to the way that they've been releasing characters, the way they've been releasing content. If you guys have conflicting thoughts about this, or I'm just crazy, then please let me know in the comments. I love having these conversations with you guys about these certain things, because the arguments or debates or whatever is what fuels me to like understand the game a little bit better and be on the same mindset and level as everyone else in the community as well. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Other than that, let's get on the positive note. Let's get back to that. I was just ranting on about something that I've been feeling for a while, and it was one of the reasons I stopped doing the no, I didn't stop posting for like the free to play series, is that I felt like it was something that I could relay this information on the account that I'm actually enjoying, and not the one that I'm just like pushing myself to log into every day and clear the same content that I'm already clearing on my main account. It just got to a point where it was like, why am I doing 2 accounts? Like, why am I doing this at this point? We've already gone through pretty much everything that we needed to do. We cleared all of the content. We got A ranks and S ranks on raids as a free to play, which I feel like is the pinnacle of what you're gonna get. And we did all that without Jiu. Now, Jiu comes out in 2 weeks. We'll, post an update, because that was the main goal of that kind of series anyways, was get to Jiu, pull on her, have solid teams for everyone to use, and then give away that account to one of you guys, which I still want to do. I would be very excited to do that as soon as we pull the copies of Jiu. We do one last kind of update with all of the content. I'll clear it all out. We'll do the raids, we'll do everything, see where we stand in that. We'll knock out the Limbo, and then we'll do one like good giveaway video. I'll save up all the summons after we get her, so that way whoever wins it, I'll pay for the name change if I need to, and whoever wins that, I'll also buy them the battle pass as well, so that way they can have the fresh battle pass going in, because I think it's a pretty cool skin coming out for 1.5 if I'm not mistaken. Is it Balloon Party? I don't remember who the battle pass skin was, but it was a pretty neat looking one if I remember correctly. But yeah, I want to go in that direction going forward on this. I know I've been posting a lot of other content and stuff like that as well, like Wuthering Waves and AFK Journey, and just, testing things out. My goal when I started this channel was to push into Wuthering Waves and just completely cover that 100% independently of any other game. But I feel like that's kind of a cop-out to you guys, because we started with Reverse 1999 and we started with other games and stuff as well. So I'm not going anywhere. I'll probably limit the amount of posts that I do for Reverse down to like 3-4 days a week, but they'll be more quality stuff like this, where you get my full attention, and we have a good conversation It's not just like a short 8-9 minute video. We can kind of hang out and stuff like that. Also, I am looking into starting some like live streams as well. I've never done it before. I'm just hoping that the laptop that I have right now that I've been working off of is good to go in regards to actually being able to record or stream and play at the same time. My internet is definitely good. I got fiber optics, so it should be no problem in regards to that. If it gets to a point where it's kind of not optimal for what I want to do, I will definitely invest in getting like a bigger PC. But the funny thing is, I never intended on doing content in the first place, and my wife and one of my really good friends, he's a bigger content creator. He's had a lot of success in the last year and stuff like that. They've been pushing me to do it, and I should have done this a long time ago when I was into like competitive games and stuff like that, because I was a leaderboard chaser in anything that was like FPSs, fighting games, MMOs, stuff like that. I was a big time like leaderboard chaser, and I would always get like at least top 100 in the world every single time, or at least 100 on that server, whichever one I was playing on. Without a doubt, a lot of times I've made it to the top. And with this, there's no, the only thing is raids, and it's hard to compete with raids because this does have the ability to have like a pay to win aspect. So reaching those highest numbers and stuff is just never going to be like plausible. Yeah, it's not going to be plausible because we're not going to input that kind of money into the game to just push for numbers that really doesn't show skill in the end anyways. But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to doing some live streams. I'd like to do some like summoning videos for like you guys, the community and everything like that. I can do some summoning videos. We can do some account reviews, whatever y'all want. Y'all again, let me know in the comments what kind of content and stuff you want to see. I feel like it's pointless to do like character guides specifically because we already have a couple great people in the space, Lucky Lux, Jackson, and Steam Bun. They all do very good, and Devable, they all do very good character guides and stuff like that, and it's just rinse and repeat, copy and paste type stuff, and that's not really my interest. I'm getting to the point right now where I would rather make quality content and figure out how I can do that with my personality, my setup, the game and everything. So it's a learning process. I just started back in October of last year, so I would stay still fairly a newbie or like fresh at content creation, and we've been upgrading, we've been learning as we go, and thanks to you guys, y'all have been a huge help in all regards to it. For the first like couple of months, I was just having like horrible audio quality, and finally someone was like, dude, this audio quality sucks, bro. And I'm like, thank you, I didn't know, so let me upgrade that, let me get a mic, let me fix it, figure out how to make it better. And then we got this big fat boy right here, which we will be upgrading in the future. I had a friend, or my friend, he told me what the best mic to get was. We're saving up to get that. It's pretty pricey. I think it's like freaking $1,300 or $1,400 for the mixer and the mic. So that'll be a big purchase that we're gonna get after we get the PC, if we need to go in that route, which we will, because I do want to get like a better camera and everything as well. We'll probably redo this kind of background to make it a little bit more, I don't know, symmetrical or appealing. Because right now I look at it and it's kind of boring. I did just put my statue up, which is pretty big. But in regards to the actual camera, it's tiny. It's a, what is that, Ornstein? Yeah, Ornstein, the Dragon Slayer from Dark Souls. It's a really cool company too. This company, First Four Figures, they do statues. It's probably like, oh, hold on, let me just grab it.
Be faithful to the choice of fate.
I don't know if y'all can see that very well.
Everything has its...
Yeah, it's big and it's heavy.
Hope I remember.
Don't laugh at my shorts. I just put some on because I didn't think they were gonna be in camera. Some flower shorts. Also, I had to cop the Demon Slayer because the new episode comes out today as well. But yeah, man, I'm excited for 1.9. All four of those characters look phenomenal. We're definitely going to try and get a couple copies of Lucy when she comes out. I'm talking way in the future. We got Jew coming out next week. We should be focused on that. Definitely gonna go for, because we did get Spathadia on this account. I will 100% be going for Isolde because I do want to try that comp out. I think it looks pretty fun, and it's different. So that's a good thing as well. It's different from like the big bursty comps and stuff that we have already. Marcus looks like a pretty cool character that I want to try as well. And definitely, y'all seen it already. I'm definitely getting Windsong, definitely getting Via, the TF creep, power creep healer. Definitely grabbing that. But yeah, just let me know what kind of content y'all want to see in the future, and I'll be down to start doing that. I got my editing tools and everything ready to go. Those are set up. I'm learning the program. I've never edited video and stuff like that before, so we're learning it right now as we go, which is pretty fun because I'm horrible at it. And every day that I attempt to play around with it, I've been getting better and better, which is exciting because it kind of pushes me in a direction to where I'm like, okay, I don't want to just post a raw video anymore. I want to put some edits into it and make it fun for the kind of videos that, deserve edits. Stuff like this is just a conversation, some gameplay in the background. It doesn't really need any edits, I would say. But if you guys think, let me know. But yeah, if you guys are excited for this next event, man, let me know in the comments, y'all. I am super excited. We'll be doing a summoning video. We'll do the full I think I think I want to do like a full kind of playthrough of the story. I might go live for that. I might go live for the story and just have it with you guys and enjoy it with you guys. Probably on like I'll wait for like the probably like a Tuesday or Wednesday we can do that once it comes out. Actually, when does it come out? What do we got? 14 days? We got 12 days left. So it comes out in it's out on a Monday or Sunday. If it comes out on Monday or Sunday, I'll be patient and we'll wait till probably Tuesday. I'll have a day off from my normal job, and we'll do a full live stream of the entire event if I can correlate it in the right direction. I'm not saying 100% yet, but that is my goal. That is my plan right now, because I do have Wuthering Waves is coming out here in like 2-3 days, and I want to like hard focus on making some good content on there as well. I've been excited for that game for a while, so it's something that I've been wanting to test out, and I was unfortunate to not get in the CBT any of them because I was still a little baby back peasant content creator at the time. I'm still a baby peasant content creator. It just barely passed I think we're like 1400, then just started slowing down. With no problem. This is all just for fun right now, and we're just trying to get better at it. But yeah, I think we're coming up on the last Limbo stage. Yeah. So this one I had recorded. I recorded all of this stuff before earlier, and then I just wanted to talk over it because I have not gotten to the point where I am. Get ready to step onto the stage. I'm not good at multitasking when it comes to thinking about this game, which is crazy. Other games I can play perfectly with multitasking, which are a lot harder games. But for some reason with this one, it just throws me for a loop whenever I'm trying to talk, commentate, think, and actually play the game. So I was able to do, I was pretty excited. I wish I would have done all this live, but I was able to do all the Limbo stages in one shot without any problem or anything like that. I think this stage right here was like the closest that we got down to possibly dying. But even then, Tooth Fairy's healing factor is just absolutely bonkers, with 6 getting rid of the poison and everything. So it just made it so much easier. And I hadn't used Charlie in so long that I completely forgot how she popped off or worked or anything like that. So I was like, oh Lord, yeah, let's just pre-record this so that way I can talk over it. Yeah, this one, I did not like this one on the free-to-play account. This stage right here, because I don't have Tooth Fairy, the healing, like the survivability on this one was so annoying. And then when we got 6, it made it a tad bit easier, but it was still really annoying because I was using I think DK as the healer, because the other one does require, or you want to use Balloon Party as the healer because it's the mineral element. So I was stuck with using DK as the healer, and her heals are dog shit. I mean, honest to God, they are dog shit compared to anyone else. I don't care what anyone says. They are subpar compared to Tooth Fairy, and at least Balloon Party gives that good counter, which is just another layer of simple damage going to the other team, or just another layer of damage being output as well. I don't know. Yeah, I love DK when it comes to like her other stuff that she's able to do, but her healing factor is like, man, just buff that shit just a little bit, like just a tad. She just doesn't do enough, which is annoying, and I feel like she should do more. Granted, she's a 5-star, so I'm yapping up the wrong tree here, but man, I don't know. I don't remember if any of her portraits actually do anything to help with the healing factor. Now, I could be wrong. I think there's maybe 1 portrait or 2 portraits that boost it up, but it's like such a tiny percentage in regards to like the overall damage that you're actually taking with some of these fights. Really doesn't make a difference. You see here, Tooth Fairy ones, I think that was a 2. I wasn't looking. A 2 incantation, a level 2 incantation, and she basically did like 40% of most of their health. Yeah, it was like 40% of their health. Also, too, I think I have like 2-3 copies of Tooth Fairy, so she's up there.
Benefit from reading.
Oh man, cleared the UTTU, got that knocked out. We did the raids. I think I got SS on all of them on auto battle. I need to go back and see, that's what I'm talking about. Like auto battle got an SS, or could be like an S or S plus or SS auto battle with the teams that I have, and they're not even busted. So damn well them whales out there getting triple S's with auto battle. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, man. Couple more days, bro. We getting the wine mama. We've been waiting. Been waiting since, I would say, a good 3 months now. 3.5 months we've been waiting. Actually, let's look. How long have we been waiting for this? Let's go look when the first videos and stuff was coming out. It's been a while. We're scrolling. Hold on, I'm looking.
Time for ears to listen.
Nope. Definitely was way back for that.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Go by this one. 3 months, yeah. So it's been 3 months whenever we posted the first video talking about Jew and the free-to-play plan ahead path. I think that was actually one of my first videos that broke like 2,500 views, which was pretty cool. It was exciting. It didn't go crazy. I think it's like 10,000 or 12,000 right now, which was one of my highest viewed videos, which I was really excited about. And then I did the free-to-play series, and that one doesn't like draw the attention in as much as like guides and stuff do, but I felt more real doing those videos, and I wasn't just copy and pasting. I was giving like a full you know, heart to heart with you guys on the day-to-day progress of the account, which everyone would be experiencing.
That's what you've got.
But yeah, man, 10 more days. We get her. Um, we will get to experience the amazing damage that she has been hyped up to do. I'm gonna die laughing. It would be hilarious if they nerf her in any sort of way when she comes to global. Because we've been so hyped to get that character, if they threw a wrench in the plans for global, which would be freaking hilarious. Um, I would be so damn triggered. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let this. My voice is dying right now. Thank y'all if y'all have made it this far. I appreciate everything. Like I said, we're gonna get back on track of making content and stuff like that. Please, again, let me know what you guys would most like to see. We could do lore videos. We could do character profiles, which I feel has already been done pretty much by everyone. We can do just like something like this, a chill session where we're just talking and chatting, having some gameplay in the background. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all want to see, what y'all would be most excited to tune in for, and I promise you I'll make it work. We'll figure it out. I'm getting the edits up and everything. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for stopping by. I'm gonna let this finish out while my team collapse her. This is one of my favorite fights as well, just the aesthetics and everything. Hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't already, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Copy that. Easy lah.
Handle it gently.
Thunder Talisman Scientific Version.
A little bit hot here.
Chocolate check. 保鮮紙 check.
Where's the party
Your
started?
enemy is fake.
Where is it?
As expected.
人心心，黑媽媽仔得是命是憂，真係好得人驚啊！
The story begins with a battle dog who did this first.
I remember.
Spider. Take it easy.
Be faithful to the
Bloody
promise of
prom.
fate.
My child, here's something fun for you.
Everything has its cause and effect. Try this.
The ocean dried and I'm alone again. Break it, break it.
It's a tough one, boss.
Your enemy is fake.
Take it easy.
It's a tough one, boss.
As expected. It's happening.
無先時
Ending.
check planner
陰森森，黑麻麻，就得是命是暗，真係好得人驚啊！
It's happening. Handle it gently.
Where's the party
Take it
start?
easy.
Where is it?
Flying handbag for only 3,000 paper aunties.
The story begins with a battle dog. Who did this first? Who first? Agnes?
Try for free. Try for free. Bloody prom.
Take it easy. As it's
It's a tough one, boss. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
realm turns into
Thunder Talisman, scientific version.
I've seen your struggle written in the stars.